Red Barn Radio was brought to you with the support of LexArts. Art equals achievement. The LexArts 2014 Fun for the Arts campaign. LexArts, creating a great American city inspired by the arts. Supplying our television production needs for tonight's telecast and webcast is MSI Production Services. MSI Production Services is a full-service event production and design company delivering signature events for corporate and private clients. The Lexington Farmers Market is a member-owned cooperative that operates in the heart of downtown Lexington every Saturday of the year in the Fifth Third Bank Pavilion in Cheapside Park. They're on the web at lexingtonfarmersmarket.com. The Lexington Farmers Market. Know your farmer, know your food. From the horse capital of the world, the great city of Lexington, Kentucky, welcome to Red Barn Radio. Wherever in the world you're listening or watching, join us as we celebrate the music of Kentucky. Live in front of a studio audience from our home, the Performance Hall at Arts Place.
Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. I'm the host of Red Barn Radio, Adam Lucky, and I'm so glad to welcome you here to our 418th performance of Red Barn Radio. We're coming to you live from the Performance Hall at Arts Place here in the great city of Lexington, Kentucky. This special event is part of the Best of Bluegrass Festival, or as we like to call it, Bob Festival, here in Lexington. And tonight, to celebrate that, we have two fabulous bands with us, the Misty Mountain Stringband and Blind Ricky. And we're first going to start out with Blind Ricky. Now, Blind Ricky incorporates jazz, blues, rock, folk, gospel, but still holding true to their bluegrass notions. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Red Barn Radio stage, Blind Ricky.
If dreams were thunder Angel from Montgomery, a John Prine tune. We're going to do a folk ballad for you now. We kind of gave it our own style. We hope you enjoy. The song is called Little Sadie.
Little Sadie shot her down. Put her back home, got in the bed, 44 pistol under my head. When I began to think of what a deed I'd done, I grabbed my coat, the way I run, made a good run, just a little too slow. It overtook me in Jericho. Sheriff Thomasville said, young man, is your name Brown? Remember the night you shot Sadie down? Said, pardon me, sir, but my name's Lee, and I shot little Sadie in the first degree, second degree. Got any papers, won't you read them to me? Dressed me in black and put me on a train and started me back all the way back to that Thomasville jail, and he had no money for to go my bail. Pick it, Danny. Took the stand. The judge had the papers in his right hand. 41 days, 41 nights, 41 years to wear the ball and strap. Yeah, Little Sadie.
was The Preacher's Daughter. That was a song that was actually written by Maggie Rose, who is a Nashville songwriter and singer. And I think we're going to go back and grab another claw hammer tune for you. Danny does a fine job on this. It's called Old Fire.
Heading to California, gonna bring my baby back. I can smell the desert burning, ashes blowing in the wind. I can smell the desert burning, ashes blowing in the wind. When I get to California, I ain't never coming back here again. So it's drive, 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 driving down this lonesome road. And it's drive, 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 1,000 miles from my home. Well, I pulled to a driveway, smacked me at the door with a 45. Well, I pulled to a driveway, smacked me at the door with a 45. Said, son, don't turn that rig around, it's gonna burn to death with you right inside. Going 90 miles an hour, Detroit diesel don't fail me down. Going 90 miles an hour, Detroit diesel don't fill me now. Gotta reach down the bad border, for California burns us to the ground. So it's drive, 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 driving down this lonesome road. And it's drive, 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 1,000 miles from my home. Don't the desert look lonely as the sun is coming down? Don't the desert look lonely as the sun is coming down? Well, I found my pretty baby and I turned right back around.
Live and in living color. Adam's on his way. He's here.
I'm glad you guys couldn't see me because I was upstairs hoedowing. That's what I was doing. I didn't want to do it in front of anybody. Well, thank you guys so very much for joining us on Red Barn Radio. I remember when we had you here the first time, I said we got to get them back. And Best of Bluegrass is the best time to do that. I was wondering if you might be able to go down the line and kind of introduce yourselves and what you're playing.
All right. I'm Danny Barnes from Richmond, Kentucky. I'm playing the 5-string banjo, and that's pretty much it.
All right, all right.
I'm Kelly Caldwell from Somerset, Kentucky, playing the bass guitar.
All right.
I'm Greg Combs from Annville, Kentucky, the attempting to play the Martin guitar and sing a little bit.
I'm Robin Barrett from London, Kentucky, and I play the mandolin.
Okay.
As you can see, they don't give me a microphone. I'm Randall Kahn from Berea, Kentucky, playing a resonator guitar.
Randall. And who we have on the skins back there? Chris Kirkpatrick from Somerset. All right. Well, thank you all so very much. I guess the first question I would like to ask, and I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, where the name Blind Ricky came from.
Ricky is actually the name of Danny's toy poodle, who's 14 years old, and yes, he's blind. It started out as a joke, I guess. We get together regularly, and we all come from bluegrass backgrounds, and we've played in different configurations of bands over the years, but we've all known each other, and we've connected at festivals and music venues along the way. But we started playing as a bluegrass unit, and we decided we just wanted to do something different, and we wanted to just bring our own music and any songs that we wanted to bring to the table with bluegrass instruments, thus Blind Ricky.
So you have lots of, like was said in the intro, lots of different ideas coming from rock and blues and jazz, gospel, but grassifying those things, as it were. Is that a natural thing for you to want to take a song and kind of turn it into your own? Do you find some song and say, that's exactly what I want to do? I want to make that into a bluegrass tune.
Yeah, I think so. This band it tends to be an equal opportunity band. So if someone brings a song to the band and they say, hey, I really like this tune, I like this artist, I like the lyrics, I'd like to try this song, we all just pitch in and we play it. Right. So it's worked out very well, and we've had a really fun time doing it.
So where is home base for Blind Ricky? Where do you say that home base is?
Annville, Kentucky, of course. Probably Kelly's from Somerset and Danny's from Richmond, Randall's from Berea, so kind of south central Kentucky, I guess, all around.
And you've been playing for how many years together as one unit? I know that a lot of you have had lots of experience with other groups, but this group itself?
It's been almost a year.
Just a year?
Almost a year,
But
yes.
It feels like an eternity, is that what you're trying to say?
We've all played together in different configurations over the past.
And so was it, as you were saying, Kelly, like finding yourselves at picking parties and just kind of seeing each other and saying, let's get together and play? Was there a connection, or was it just kind of, I know a friend, let's all get together?
I think bluegrass music it's a tight-knit group. When we go to festivals, we kind of see the same people. When we go to some of the venues, so I think we built a camaraderie and a friendship over the years. And some of the people here that I'm playing with on stage, Randall and Danny, they were two of my musical heroes, and just getting to play with them has been a treat. So I just remember them playing, and they've played in various bands over the years, some really, really good bluegrass bands, and we met and it gelled, and we came together, and so here we are.
So one of the things that I've noticed about bluegrass, and especially in interviewing lots of groups for Red Barn Radio, is that sense of family, that sense of camaraderie that you get playing together. Would you consider yourselves family? Yeah. Fight as well as like in families and all that stuff?
No, not too bad.
We haven't had any knockdown dragouts yet.
Yeah. Right. Well, the music is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I want to hear some more. So let's get into the next set. What do you guys want to play first for this set? All right, ladies and gentlemen, Blind Ricky.
That was Robin Barrett singing Speed of the Sound of Loneliness by John Prine. Have you ever heard of him? He's a pretty good, well-known songwriter and singer. What are we doing next, guys? You want to do that one? All right, let's start.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. Took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. And strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Those shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my feel. Everybody wants a thrill. And anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. But the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Those shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street lights, people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street lights, people. Don't stop.
Lex Arts is very pleased to be a part of this evening because we are here to support the local arts and the thriving art scene that's here in Lexington and Central Kentucky. We're thrilled to provide space to Red Barn Radio to do its broadcasts from our performance hall on Wednesday nights. And it's our way of supporting the traditional bluegrass music scene that's so rich here, to celebrate the authentic voice of Kentucky and to celebrate the people who bring that to us. And they not only bring music to us, they bring our heritage to us, they bring the stories of Kentucky and Appalachia to us. So in this way, we're celebrating our rich, diverse history, and LexArts is very pleased to help make that happen.
Our mission is to preserve, promote, and perform the music of Kentucky and the region. Any support that we can get to allow us to bring things to the television screen is really fantastic. Just as someone who's a fan of music and tourism, they get to see where these musicians come from, what caused them to become the musicians that they are. You get a tour of Kentucky. So I think the marriage of Red Barn Radio and television is really something special.
Continuing on with our special program, it's the Misty Mountain Stringband. It consists of a virtuoso violinist, a jazz guitarist, a choral director, and a former music conservatory student who have come together to play the music that they heard as children. They seek to show the diversity of this string band music, so let's hear some of that diversity with the Misty Mountain String Band.
Went to the well again, threw my old bucket in, but that hole in the ground had long run dry. I'd been to the well again. The lights were bright and the voices called out, "Come on in and see what you'll find." I stayed on and on, though the lights went dim. I'd been to the well again. Went to the well again. Threw my own bucket in, but that hole in the ground had long run dry. I'd been to the well again. So I went underground to a cool, dark place where I thought no one had ever been. There I went blind and forgot about the sun. I'd been to the well again. Went to the well again. Threw my own bucket in, but that hole in the ground had long run dry. I'd been to the well again. Then I walked for days, thought I'd found my way to friends who could all sympathize. I joined a band, but our song would never end. I'd been to the well again. Went to the well again. Threw my own bucket in, but that hole in the ground had long run dry. I'd been to the well again. That hole in the ground had long run dry. I'd been to the well again.
Well, hey, thank you all. It wasn't a super long way to get here from Louisville, Kentucky, but we're glad to be here in Lexington again, playing on Red Barn Radio. That was the title track from our EP that came out last year called Went to the Well, sung by Paul Martin on the banjo. And this next song and the next few that we're going to do are on our album that's coming up in August with the title first to be released right here. Our new album will be titled Brownsboro, and it'll be released the first week in August. So. So our next album has a song that's really special to us that Paul wrote. It's called River's End. It's one of the songs that when we wrote it, we just knew we were really getting towards what our sound could be and the kind of way that we could interpret folk and bluegrass music. So this is River's End.
When you hear
I grabbed my pack and my rifle and ran with great haste to my door. Mother, dear mother, please tell me, is my true love here anymore? No, my son, she has fallen into the river and drowned. No one knows just why she left, but we all heard this sound. Oh, when you hear that mockingbird take up her song again, look for me beyond the moon and at the river's end. Oh, at the river's end. Oh, when you hear that mockingbird take up her song again, look for me beyond the moon and at the river's end. Oh, at the river's end. Well, an important part of the tradition that we come from and that we play in is gospel music. So we'd be remiss if we didn't play at least one gospel song tonight. So here's Leaning on the Everlasting Arms. What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning, leaning, leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh, how sweet to walk in this pilgrim way, leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh, how bright the path grows from day to day, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning, leaning, leaning on the everlasting arms. What have I to dread? What have I to fear? Leaning on the so near, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning, leaning, leaning on the everlasting arms.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Misty Mountain Stringband, let's talk to the group. So, gentlemen, I was wondering if you might be able to introduce yourselves, and then we'll just talk a little about what brings you here. Sure. Just get on the line, talk, and introduce yourselves, please.
My name is Neil Green. I guess this is the right mic. I'm Neil Green. I'm from Crestwood, Kentucky.
All right.
And I play fiddle and violin. Thank you.
And I'm Paul Martin. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, playing banjo and mandolin.
I'm Derek Harris on the upright bass, and I'm from Western Kentucky in Muhlenberg County.
I'm Brian Vickers, originally from a little town outside Charleston, West Virginia called Mink Shoals, and I'm playing this exotic instrument called the guitar.
Well, those of us that can see you both on air and in the audience, none of you look over 30. But you're very welcome. But more importantly, this old-timey string music is not something you would expect to hear from such young cats here. What makes you want to play this style of music? Is this something you grew up with?
Well, yeah, I think we all grew up with it in one way or another. You know, it's been a part of our life. Me in Muhlenberg County, I heard it all the time, and Brian over in West Virginia, the same thing. And Neil, you know, growing up playing the violin, eventually got interested in the fiddle and watching Andy Griffith, I think. You know, got to hear a lot of the Darlings or the Dillards. And Paul, you know, he just really found it somehow. I don't think any of us are exactly sure, but...
So what is it about this music particularly that draws you to it instead of, say, you know, a current style of music, indie rock, rock and roll, blues, things of that nature?
Well, I think that a lot of us have played lots of different kinds of music. I know growing up I was in garage bands, you know, playing sort of AC/DC for 8 hours a day. But you know, over time, just growing up, you know, this kind of music was around, you know, whether I was always sort of conscious of or aware of it. But somewhere along the line, I wasn't that old, somebody played an album for me called Back Home in Sulphur Springs by Norman Blake.
One of my favorites.
And I heard that album and thought, I got to at least try to do something like that. And I've been hooked ever since. I think that's just about all I've listened to since then.
Now, all four of you met in seminary, is that correct? Did I read that correctly?
Yeah. That's correct, yeah.
So you're all in the ministry?
Yeah, one way or another.
Okay. One way or another, like, I guess, singing, preaching, spreading the word? What exactly do you do?
Yeah, well, I'm the music minister at Linden Baptist Church in Louisville. And so that's what I do when I'm not teaching music or playing with these guys. And so I went to seminary to get a church music degree. So did Neil.
Yeah. I'm privileged to serve in Crestwood at a church called Ballardsville Baptist Church as the same position, music and worship.
And actually, I teach at Southern Seminary. So I graduated from there, then stayed on to teach for a while.
It's actually Dr. Vickers.
Oh, so, well, fancy, right?
Greek scholar.
Yeah, fancy.
So you have such a deep well to choose from with this sound and these songs. What are the particular things about certain songs that draw you to it to say, that's the one I want to play? Is it harmonies? Is it certain melody lines, things of that nature? What is it for you?
That's a mixture. I think one of our favorite things about this kind of music is it's really honest. And so lyrical content definitely decides whether we sing a song we write or whether we play a song that we hear. And also just this idea that Bill Monroe was a big innovator. So he was always trying new things. I mean, at one time he even had an accordion in his band. It didn't stick, but he was always willing to try something new. And so when we hear something that we think we can do something interesting and different with, well, then we're glad to grab a hold of it and give it a shot.
So each of you might bring a song to the group and say, here's one that I'd like to play. Let's try this out.
I mean, like a cover song that we. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we will, and we'll play it, and sometimes it's just kind of spur of the moment. We'll learn songs, but writing, which we try to do quite a bit of, is really collaborative.
So an organic thing, you just start playing something, or someone comes in with a certain line, and then the rest kind of build on top of that?
Yeah, more like that. We come in with an idea, because if we finish a song, we get a little bit selfish about it, and we don't want to let anybody change it very much. And so we try to bring unfinished songs to the table and then finish them all together. So.
Well, both the covers and the originals that we've heard tonight have been fantastic. So let's get back into it. What are you going to play with this next set?
Well, speaking of Bill Monroe, we'll play a song the master wrote, Jerusalem Ridge.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the Misty Mountain Stringband.
So here's another one of our songs. We decided to see how many nautical themes we could fit into one song. So you can try to count how many captains, waves, ships, bows, etc.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Said a ship in a bottle can't sail. A ship in a bottle can't sail. No timber, no tar, just toothpicks and string. A ship in a bottle can't sail. She said a ship in a bottle can't last. A ship in a bottle can't last. One small child could tear down its bow. A ship in a bottle can't last. If you aim to leave, let's set sail on my ship. We'll rock off the desk and crash on the floor, charting a course for a new world by star. The only safe harbor is ours. Said a ship in a bottle's all alone. A ship in a bottle's all alone. No crew to man, no captain on deck. A ship in a bottle's all alone. If you aim to leave, let's set sail on my ship. We'll rock off the desk and crash on the floor, charting a course for a new world by star. The only safe harbor is ours. And breakers and rocks won't keep us away. The sound of the sirens won't drown out our song. We'll follow the course that's set in those stars, arriving then safely at home. Said a ship in a bottle can't sail. A ship in a bottle can't sail. No timber, no tar, just toothpicks and string. A ship in a bottle can't sail. That was called Ship in a Bottle. So that's on our next album that'll be coming out in August as well. So the next song we're going to do is called Boxcar Moon. So this is a song that has some interesting imagery, as a lot of the ones that Paul writes the lyrics to tend to. So Paul wrote the lyrics to this one.
Not too full inside. Take your worries Are you ready to go? Well, there's a lost boy by the window of a place he don't fit in. His days are dark and his nights are long. I guess he needs a friend. Take your worries and your troubles and leave them down by the tracks and the rubble. There's a boxcar moon tonight. Are you ready to go? We'll ride that train to a better land where the streets are paved with gold. But the streets down here are cobblestone, so we'll believe in what we're told. Take your worries and your troubles and leave them down by the tracks and the rubble. There's a boxcar moon tonight. Are you ready to go? Take your worries and your troubles and leave them down by the tracks and the rubble. There's a boxcar moon tonight. Are you ready to go? There's a boxcar moon tonight. Are you ready to go? There's a boxcar moon tonight. Are you ready to go?
They're going to let me sing one now. Sometimes if you ask somebody how they're doing, they'll say, well, I can't complain. And one day I was thinking about it, I thought, what if that was really true? Like seriously, like I got no complaints. So we wrote this song that really nobody that I know of can relate to. And it's called No Complaints. Woke up this morning, picked up the paper. All my stocks were up. Put on my coat, stuck my hand in my pocket. Found the $20 I'd lost. Walked down the street, see a vending machine. Think I'll get me a Coke. When I pushed the button, 2 cans fell out and a quarter in the coin returned. Wherever I go, people smile at me. The sky's clear and it never rains. So go on and ask me how I'm doing. Well, I got no complaints. Went to work early like I do every day, and the boss called me in. He said, son, I'd like to give you a raise, Mondays off, and a company car. Later, the phone rang and I got the news. My old uncle had died. Though I never really liked him all that much, the money he left was alright. Wherever I go, people smile at me. The sky's clear and it never rains. So go on and ask me how I'm doing. Well, I got no complaints. Went to the doctor, he said we needed to talk. I'm afraid I got some bad news. There's a shadow on your x-ray, I'm sorry. There's not a lot I can do. So I sat there thinking about my life, done all I'd hoped I would do. Then the doctor looked up, said, this ain't your x-ray, go on home. Everything's fine. Wherever I go, people smile at me. Sky's clear and it never rains. So go on and ask me how I'm doing. Well, I got no complaints. Wherever I go, people smile at me. Sky's clear and it never rains. So go on and ask me how I'm doing. Well, somebody asked me,
How you doing?
well, I got no complaints. Thank you.
This next one's about Brian growing up in Mink Shoals, West Virginia. It's on our album Went to the Well that came out last year.
It is mostly true.
It is mostly true. And I'm going to sing it. I'm the voice of Brian.
That's the true part.
That's the true part.
Ready? 1, 2, 1. Jump on the truck and bounce up the road, go down in the day and night. Grab a melon and a coke and head up the ridge, gonna send watch sun go down, send watch sun go down. Running through the woods, round the briars and logs, grab a black snake by his tail. Splash through the creek and climb that old beach, gonna send watch sun go down, send watch sun go down. World turns round, round and around, that's alright by me. World keeps spinning, sun keeps dipping on down. I'll send watch, I'll send watch, I'll send watch sun go down. On the banks of the Elk on a warm June day, without a care in the world, see the cool water flow, hear the train whistle blow, go send watch sun go down, send watch sun go down. Up before dawn, grab a rod and reel, catfish waiting on me. Throw in my line, do nothing all day except send watch sun go down, send watch sun go down. World turns round, round and around, that's alright by me. World keeps spinning, sun keeps dipping on down. I'll send watch, I'll send watch, I'll send watch sun go down. Those days are gone and the world turns on, seems like a lifetime away. All the good times and friends come back and visit when I send watch sun go down, send watch sun go down. World turns round, round and around, that's alright by me. World keeps spinning, sun keeps dipping on down. I'll send watch, I'll send watch, I'll send watch sun go down. World turns round, round and around, that's alright by me. World keeps spinning, sun keeps dipping on down. I'll send watch, I'll send watch, I'll send watch sun go down.
All right, well, like I said, I'm from Western Kentucky in Muhlenberg County. A lot of my friends and family are coal miners, and really loved growing up over there. And this is a song that I wrote for them, and it's called Cold Pockets. So. Used to fill my pockets up with coal. I swore I'd be a rich man at 8 years old. I squeezed that coal in my hand so tight, I thought I'd seen a diamond in the night. Grandpa never brought a fortune home, though he loaded many tons of Peabody's coal. I never knew a man with a back so tall could stoop so low that he could barely crawl. Oh, the smog, it chokes the trees, but it feeds the miners and their seed. Oh, Kentucky Cardinals, sing me home. Horses tramp the trails down below. And in the bluegrass is all but dead, I'll hang up my fiddle and I'll hang low my head. Make a living underground, while I just play guitars and I laze around. I never worked a full day in all my life, but I married up when I found me a wife. Oh, the smog, it chokes the trees, but it feeds the miners and their seed. Oh, Kentucky Cardinals, sing me home. Horses tramp the trails down below. And in the bluegrass is all but dead, I'll hang up my fiddle and I'll hang low my head. Thank you. We're the Misty Mountain Stringband.
I think of Lexington as a great city with a great quality of life. Our arts, our entertainment, and our music. It gives energy and vitality to our city. And through Best of Bluegrass, it amplifies this spirit, it amplifies this brand in a remarkable way. And we're incredibly blessed by it. And of course, a special treasure in our portfolio of treasures is Red Barn Radio. This spirit and this character of place, of history, of culture and tradition, because it recognizes what is authentic and unique. A very big deal.
Funny how she calls tonight. I need her more than ever. I've been down in low cotton, as lonesome as can be. And if she wants one night, well, that'd be just fine. Well, somebody fetch my walking cane. I'm gonna get my baby. I'm gonna run to meet her beneath the shadow of the pine.
From the horse capital of the world, the great city of Lexington, Kentucky. Wherever in the world you're listening, join us as we celebrate the music of Kentucky.
But nothing compares with the sweet southern fare of the little girl I met in Tennessee. And I remember when she said my name with a country train.
6:30.
Old time is the new punk.
Performing and preserving traditional Kentucky music, Red Barn Radio is recorded live from our home, the Performance Hall at Arts Place in Lexington, Kentucky. For more information about Red Barn Radio, we're on the web at redbarnradio.com.
Well, Red Barn Radio tapes every Wednesday at 8 p.m. here in Arts Place in downtown Lexington, Kentucky, and we would certainly love to have you here any Wednesday night at 8 o'clock to see some of this great music in person. Well, we're going to get right back into some music, but before that, we want to thank everyone listening to our webcast, those on our Red Barn network of stations, WEKU 88.9 FM, WGAD.net in Rochester, New York, and all of you listening everywhere, especially KET. Thank you so much for this opportunity. We'll get right back into some music again with Blind Ricky.
Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's busy, too busy to come to the phone. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's trying to start a new life of her own. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's happy, so why don't you leave her alone? And the operator says 40 cents more for the